Hello everyone, I welcome you to the prerequisite session number 2 of Machine Learning and Data Science. This session will focus on giving a few basics about Python and the usage of Spider IDE for your development. Before we start, please like and subscribe to this channel and the videos to receive more notifications and updates about these courses online. So let's get started. In order to progress further in this course and have a clear understanding, you will require the two softwares Anaconda and RStudio installed on your machines, and in case if you need any help understanding the installation of these two softwares, please refer to my earlier session Machine Learning and Data Science session 1 on the same YouTube channel, and that will help you install both the softwares and also show you how to launch these softwares for your usage during machine learning and data science sessions. In this video, I will show you how to write your first Hello World program in Python and how to use Spider IDE to write that particular program and execute it. And also, I will show you how to view the outputs of those particular Python files, and I will show you a small set of features of Spider IDE that might be useful for you to get started. As a first step, I would launch my Anaconda Navigator. In case you have any questions related to launching Anaconda Navigator, please visit my previous video and you would get an idea as to how to launch it. In my Anaconda Navigator, I will look up my Spider IDE related tab, and then I will click on the launch button. Now the current version of Spyder that I have is 5.1.5, and in this particular version I will show you certain features and small functionalities that will help you use Spyder effectively and efficiently for your coding. So the first item on the ribbon that you would witness is new file. The new file ribbon will create a new file. There are two ways that you could create a new file using the UI. The first way is to click on the new file ribbon item and it would create a new file. Otherwise, the next item that you could do is click on file and click on new, and it will open a new file. The keyboard shortcut to achieve this is Ctrl N. Now that I have shown you the new file functionality, I opened a new instance of Spyder, and now I will show you the next ribbon item. The next ribbon item is run. The functionality of run is to execute the Python file that is highlighted and print its output in the console. This run has multiple options, of which two of them I'm going to cover in today's session. These options pop up during the first time of execution of Spyder, or in order to change the preferences, what you have to do is click on Tools, click Preferences, and it will open a Preferences window. In the Preferences window, you have the Run section. In the Run section, you can choose whether that particular code has to execute in the current console or it has to execute in its own dedicated console. Now, for the first instance, I will show you when you select the option of executing in the current console. I'm going to apply and click OK. Now I'll create a new Python file as my first step. So I will click the button that is present here on the leftmost side of the screen on the ribbon, and once I click that, it opens me a new Python file with Untitled 0 as a standard convention that comes up, and whenever I keep creating new files, those files will be incremented with the number ending after Untitled. Now these files can be saved with respect to your naming convention and your project requirements, and the saving location as well of these files can be anywhere in your local machine or on your particular shared folders. Now let me just go ahead and show you how the save functionality works first, and then we'll start with our running a Python program and writing our Hello World program. So in order to save, the keyboard shortcut for this is Ctrl S. And if at all if you don't want to use Control S, you can use always the UI button that is present on the ribbon, that is of a floppy disk shape, and it is the save file. Now the another way to save your file is click on File and click Save. When you click this, it will open you and show you the folder where you want to save this particular file. Now you can choose your location. For the time being, I'm going to save it on my desktop and I'm going to call it Hello World AAD. Now this AAD stands for All About Data, which is my YouTube channel, and in case you have not liked and subscribed to the channel, please do that, and it will help me post more and more videos such as this that are helpful for you. Now progressing forward, here in this particular Python file, I'll write my first piece of code. Now before we get started with Python, you need to remember a couple of things. Number one, Python is case sensitive. In Python, the capital P is not equal to small p. Please remember that. And the second thing is that Python always gives you the option to actually change the way you are declaring variables. About that, we'll watch it in the next video, but for now let's go ahead and start with our hello world. Now to print hello world, I will use a simple Python command, print. Now this print can be written in two ways, one with small letters like this, or I can write it with capital P. But when I write it with capital P, this print is not equivalent to this print. This print is the actual Python command, and like I told you before, Python is case sensitive. When it's case sensitive, small I is never equal to capital I. Small a is never equal to capital A. You need to remember that. So that is something that you need to bear at the back of your mind while declaring variables, and ensure the cases at which you are declaring variables, or the cases at which you are actually assigning the values to those particular variables, you need to remember that, you know, both small case and capital case are not the same for the same letter. Now I will go ahead and print hello world. I'm gonna say hello world. Because I'm a branding freak, I'm just starting up. All About Data YouTube channel. Now once I've done with this, I'll press Ctrl S and save this particular file. And as you remember, in the tools, in the preferences, I've already indicated that it needs to execute in the current console. So I will just go ahead and execute this particular hello world in, and it will print me the data into the first initial console. Hello world, All About Data YouTube channel. So this is my YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Once again, I'm sorry I'm bugging you with that, but it helps me monetize this and also make some money that I can put back into creating more quality videos. So once this is done, I could also do one more thing. Here, when I'm printing hello world, I can also create a variable and assign the value to that particular variable, and use that variable here in this print to print the hello world program. But for that, stay tuned in for my next video, and now we will look at a different option of executing your particular Python script into a new console, new dedicated console, when in the Spider IDE. So for that, click on Tools, click on Preferences, go to Run, and select the option Execute in a dedicated console, and click Apply and OK. Now when I execute this hello world All About Data Python script, it will just create a new console and connect to the kernel and execute this particular hello world in that particular console only. Now I can execute it any number of times. It will go ahead and execute that particular script in the corresponding console. Okay, so now this is how you can write your Python script, and you can execute that particular Python script and view the results of that particular Python script in the console. Now this concludes our session on writing a simple hello world program in Spider IDE, executing it and seeing its output in the console window. Now the next sessions are going to be more interesting. We are going to talk about variables and other stuff. Until then, I thank you so much for watching this particular channel and its videos, and please like and subscribe if you want to receive more updates regarding these videos. Thank you so much.